When I was a kid, I was pretty sure I was a superhero. For reals. I had this feeling in my bones that there was something exceptional, something extraordinary, something rather magical about me. And so it set me up on a path of finding out about our true superhero powers, right? And then eventually, of course, as I marched down that timeline, I came across metaphysics, quantum physics, spirituality, religion, and manifestation. Everyone knows about manifestation. And I think it's quite a compelling topic, isn't it? Which was made famous recently. Not recently, geez, it's been 20 years or something, Cat Doors. Anywho, by the movie The Secret all those years ago. But what I want to say is that the concept of manifestation is very attractive, isn't it? Because what it's saying is that there's something about the way that you use your thoughts and the way that you use your energy and your emotions and stuff that can actually create the right condition inside of you to attract your preferred circumstances, situations, people, places, things. And there's something very superhero-ish about that, right? And so here's what I really want to say to you about the art of manifestation, and I've devoted my life to understanding this. And that is that the process has far more to do with the present moment than it does about the future. And it's really, really it's a game changer when you really get this. In fact, I would say that this was the entire reason why I built the whole NOWism curriculum and the NOWism practice, was simply because I started to realize that the real art of manifestation is taking your preferred end result in the form of a feeling and putting it in the present moment, boom, and being it right here in the now. And so if it was you want to create this epic breakthrough in a project or something, how would it feel if you really achieved that goal? You'd feel exhilarated, you'd feel abundant, you'd feel really, really joyous. And so you take those energies and you start to practice like your nervous system to actually feel it in the present moment. If you wanted to attract like amazing partnership, like a real romance, then you take that end result, the energy of romance, and you plant it in the present moment in the form of a feeling. And then you don't go onto Tinder and do the things, because you don't look for what you want where you don't have it, right? You've practiced romance in the way that you have your coffee in the morning. You practice romance in the way that you witness the trees and the sky and the mountains when you're going for your morning walk. You practice this feeling of delicious romance even when you're just making a sandwich. And so when I really understood what was the task at hand in order to be a superhero, is that I needed to be the energy of the answer. And then I realized that that's actually a really big job, because there's so many moments in the day. And not only that, there's all these things that happen. You've got like what's coming in through your emails, what's going on in your family and your partnership and your business. You've got your desires, you've got your dreams, you've got probably kids, all of the things that are going on. And here you are, you're going to try and practice your future in the present moment. It's a ridiculously large task unless you turn it into a game. Hence why I made the Game of NOWism. And what I learned from practicing this was that, number one, witnessing my life in the form of smaller packets of time instead of looking at the whole task, because that's like a really big gig, right? And so what I would do is to start to segmentize my day in a way where I would practice energies according to whatever I was doing. So if I was cleaning something, I would program that task as a time to practice the feeling of freedom. And I'd have my language and I'd have my affirmative prayers about that. And I would be in this total relationship with freedom while I'm doing the vacuuming, and then while I'm, making food, I would practice what it feels like to be nourished and strong and holy in the body temple. And so this is like, it's a game for your consciousness. But the point that I wanted to make here about the whole concept of manifestation is that instead of being a goal setter, right, and using your mind to try and like make some shit happen, What we want to do instead is actually make it welcome through just raising your average vibration. And that's what the practice of NOWism is. It's the art of finding ways to get happy and to observe life with an alkaline, perspective. It is the art of playfulness, of being in awe and wonder, instead of like bitching and worrying and doubting and being concerned, like watching the dialogue. If you really play the game of NOWism, it changes the way you turn up in the moment, no matter what it is you're doing. And it's one of the most glorious things in the whole world. Why? Because it's fun and it's easy. And not only do your dreams start to come true, but you have a whole lot of fun getting there. And so I hope that today you'll check out with what you're being in the present moment and see if it matches energetically what you want to attract in your life, what you want to manifest in your life. And if it doesn't, then just take a moment to check out how would I feel if my dreams came true? And then write it down and then practice it, learn it, get connected with the energies of the answer, and then watch what happens in your life. I hope this is helpful. Spread it around. Thank you for being the sharers of the good vibes. I'm starting the next game of NOWism. Is starting in the beginning of February, and I hope that you will join me. Send me a message if you're interested. It's super fun, and the community is delicious. Big loves.